How we doing today, Gacha Gang? Kawaii50 here with another video. First impressions this time, here to talk about the newest entry in the Tales of series, Tales of Crestoria. Now, I know a lot of people are pretty iffy on this game after the previous Tales of Link failed here in the US spectacularly, but we're going to go ahead and see what this game has on offer anyways. Be sure to like and subscribe if this video helps you out, and be sure to stay till the end because I got a little something to tell you about. Alright, so let's kick off this video talking about value as well as price when it comes to Tales of Crestoria. This is a gacha game. You're going to be summoning so many times in this gacha game, looking to try and get your favorite characters. Of course, you want to know how this game is going to be treating you. Well, I am pleased to say in the beginning of the game, Tales of Crestoria does allow you to just pick a 5-star that you want. Pick your favorite character that you want. No summoning required. You can see in the background with the little cat on her head, I picked Estelle from Tales of Vesperia. Love me some Tales of Vesperia. But yeah, you can just start the game with your favorite character. I really wish every single gacha game in the world did that. Now, going to take a look at summoning. Of course, we are going to do a summon here just to sort of see how we fare, but let's take a look at the drop rates for characters. Now, the drop rates are actually pretty good compared to a couple of other gacha games I've played. I'm really surprised. You know, play a lot of FGO here on the channel. 1% SSR rate, 3% 5-star craft essence rate. Oof, very difficult to get, but you've actually got a 5% chance to get an SSR in this game. And of course, on your 10 times summon, you've got a guaranteed SR or higher. Your SR chance just jumps to 95%, but your SSR chance stays at 5% because, well, of course it does. Your chances to get individual characters, of course, it's the release summon, so we don't got a lot of characters on rate up. You can see that your SSRs have a 0.2% chance of you getting actually who you want, but a 5% chance for an SSR in a gacha game is still pretty good in my opinion. Let's go ahead and do a summon because why not? I know y'all like seeing summons. I like seeing summons too. Let's see if I still kept some of my luck after pulling Skahawk Scotty. We're just getting an SR. That's okay though. Oh man, I love Ash. Tales of the Abyss and Tales of Vesperia are my favorite Tales games, so we'll be okay with that. We'll be okay with that. There's of course Rapide from Tales of Vesperia. Nice little way to look at some of the characters. And when you get like big name characters from the Tales games, you get this little animation here where you get to see them up close hanging out. See here, ooh, there's Kyle. I forget which Tales of game Kyle's from. Let's go ahead and keep on going. There's Mao. Who we got here? Ooh, Elise. Nice. I know a lot of people will be very excited to pull Elise. And of course, Tipo. Some people find Tipo annoying. Some people really like him. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments if you've played the game Elise is from, how you feel about Tipo. I'm neutral on Tipo. Don't really care. There's Lennar. There's Angie. And there is Malik. Love my boy Malik. So I'm actually pretty okay with that. Now, yeah, we did that summon. So, of course, you want to know if I want to whale and buy some stones, how effectively am I going to be able to whale? Well, honestly, pretty much the same as anyone who plays FGO. A multi-summon is 24 bucks, which is the same price as the beloved / hated king of gacha games. So that's not really that bad there. We've of course got monthly deals. Of course, you can get 10,200 for 80 bucks. So that's what, 4 multi-summons for 80 bucks, which is, I guess, $4 off each summon if you're trying to, you know, lump it together and justify spending all that money to yourself. But prices, I gotta say, are pretty okay. We've also got rewards passes in the game as well. You can, of course, get special enhanced login bonuses. It just grants you extra stones. Really nothing big beyond that. But one thing this game does that I really like, and I really wish every single game did on top of it, is there is no separation between paid stones and regular stones. All your stones are still the same. There's no quote-unquote paid amount of stones, so you can free to play the game and still be able to summon efficiently. I really, really like that. So what are you going to be able to do with all of these characters that you are getting? Well, you are actually going to be able to customize them. You can go ahead and take a peek at their 3D models. Of course, there are different outfits. I don't think there are any special outfits in the game quite yet, but, you know, that's okay. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and maybe change up repeat here because, yeah, there are lots of different ways that you can deal with changing your characters. You got, of course, the attachments from the Tales series making a big return. We can go ahead and give repeat a little band-aid on his nose. We can go ahead and give him a fancy mustache and pipe. Of course, we got little hats you can give them, and your attachments don't just stick to one character. You can equip one attachment on as many characters as you want. So since Rapi's got his pipe already, let's go ahead and give him a top hat, and let's give him some cool sunglasses to boot. Bam! Rapide there is looking fresh, and we're going to go ahead and save that, of course, so he always looks like that. There's a lot of really good ways to go ahead and customize your characters. You can, of course, change the background in here as well if you want to see how they look in different environments. Honestly, doesn't really matter that much, but it's a nice little boost if you want to change up your character's room. Now, I'm sure you're wondering how combat is in this game, so let's go ahead and do a training quest really quick, just because I don't want to spoil the story for any of you. And we will, of course, use Luc Fonfabra from our support list, because he is the best Tales protagonist. Up there with Yuri Lowell, both of them really, really up there. Let's go ahead and check out the quest. Combat in this game, you can of course eat a meal before you go into combat. I decided not to, and we'll put it on regular speed just because. Combat in this game is completely turn-based. It's not going to be the run around a 3D environment that other Tales games have going for it. But there is still plenty of things to do, plenty of ways to combo. You can see your characters have a basic attack, they have 2 regular attacks there on the left and center, and the higher rarity characters do have a coveted mystic art available to them. So we can go in there with Jude. He was my first 5-star I actually pulled in the game. Go ahead, take out some of these enemies. Now you can see my wind type character, resist is showing up on the enemy. There are type affinities that you can see in the top left hand corner, and that will determine how much damage you deal. Let's go ahead and send in Luke to use Burning Havoc. Oh my gosh, the graphics in this game, gang, actually look beautiful. If you see any lagging, that is my encoder. That is not the game on my phone. The game is actually running fine. And maybe we'll get lucky and we'll be able to use a Mystic Art. Yeah, we'll use a Mystic Art on the next run. Mystic Arts, people, are legitimately the best part in this game. They look absolutely gorgeous. Yes, your characters do also talk to each other in combat, and there are actually special endgame victory scenes if you put certain characters in the party together. I did get one with Jude like the second I started this game, and it was really, really cool. Let's take a look at a Mystic Art. Oh man, just absolutely beautiful. We might be able to get to see Luke's Mystic Art too. Ah, I missed it, but it's okay. We can use it on the next turn, no problem. Oh man, that looked even better than it did back in Abyss. Of course, this is old school Luke before his character development. But it's okay. We'll get new school Luke eventually. Now you can see we've gained affinity points after battle. You do get rewards for raising affinity with your characters. At affinity level 3, I got 50 stones for each character that hit that level. So just like bond points in FGO, just like different affinities, friendship points in Dragon Ball Legends, it does sort of incentivize you to use a wide variety of different characters, even SRs, because you will get rewards from that. Honestly, the rewards were the same between my SSRs and SR characters. I feel like it would be the same for the rares as well. So if you're playing this game, use a bunch of characters to get all of those rewards. We got our 30 stones, we got our earth type training materials, got a friend request, but we'll cancel that out for now. Now, as far as leveling and ascending and training and whatever your characters go, there's a couple of different ways to do it. Of course, we've got general levels, which we gain some of those earth elixirs that we are going to feed into Sharia from Tales of Graces. Boom, got her up to level 12. Now, you can raise the level caps of your characters in this game purely through materials. You do not need to grab extra copies or anything like that. We can just go ahead, use some materials and gold, and boom, Sharia's maximum level cap has increased. Of course, characters have skills you can level on top of that. We're going to go ahead and level up her infinite wave skill. We've only got one arts tome, but sunk some experience into that anyways. Why not? Now, where copies of characters come into play is, of course, their awakenings. Their awakenings, you need to use Memoria stones, which you pull from the gacha, and which you also use to power up your characters on the party select screen. That's what you saw on the little bottom over there. Now, using these Memoria stones will grant you skills that will just be passives, completely active on your characters at all times. You see, if we level up Sharia all the way with her Memoria skills, she's going to get 6% attack to Earth allies at 20 hits in the combo gauge, and plus 20% attack to Dagger-type allies, which will, of course, affect her as well. Now, this doesn't mean these characters are completely unusable. If you don't awaken them with those Memoria stones, you're still going to get them to max level. You're still going to be able to ascend them. You're still going to be able to level up those skills so your character's skills can deal more damage. But those Memoria stones are the way that you are going to get your characters to their absolute maximum potential. And that is where pulling extra copies comes into play, of course. And finally, let's talk about the PvP in this game. Yes, there is an arena where you can go in to obtain rewards, obtain different materials and all that. We've got arena summon tickets here as a reward. We've got the different gels. We've got the different enhancements and elixirs. The arena summon tickets are used in the summon screen to summon a special character depending on the arena season, so you actually can get characters as rewards for participating in the arena. As far as arena battles go, it is against a just generalized team that is completely computer controlled, so you just have to do your best to go ahead and overcome your opponents. There are going to be different character bonuses depending on the season. Of course, since it's Season 1, they're just giving all characters a 200% bonus to attack. And Season 1 is only lasting a couple more days. So if you want to go ahead and place in the arena, you can see I haven't done a lot of it. You might want to go ahead and do that. Overall, gang, I really got to say I'm actually pretty impressed with Tales of Crestoria on launch. We've gotten some pretty solid bonuses from joining the game at launch. We've got challenge missions that we can do to get extra currency. The gacha rates are actually pretty reasonable compared to a lot of other games I've played. They're not nearly as bad as, say, FGO, and I freaking love that game. So it seems like there's going to be a really good way to get a bunch of your favorite characters. The choose your own 5-star on launch without having to pull is very, very nice and very, very beginner friendly. The combat system is pretty fun, and I haven't even mentioned the story. The story is actually really, really good, and I'm very, very surprised. It's got some sort of Psycho-Pass vibes if you've watched that anime, and they actually go into child trafficking very, very early on in the story as something the main character has to fight against. I know, minor spoiler there, but I did not expect that in my gacha game anime RPG. So I'm going to go ahead and keep plugging away at Tales of Crestoria. If you're a Tales of fan, I think this is going to appeal to you a lot more than Tales of Link did. May that rest at the bottom of the garbage dump. As far as our, announcement that we had to make at the end of the video, the little bit of news I wanted to give you, there is now a Discord server for the YouTube channel. I'm gonna go ahead and chuck that down in the description below if you want to join up, if you want to talk video games, if you want to hang out with some cool people in the community. That is gonna be the place to do it. I said I was gonna make a Discord server at 1,000 subscribers. We've got 1,000 subscribers, so there is your Discord server. This is Kawaii50, hoping you all have a phenomenal day. Let me know your personal thoughts on Tales of Crestoria in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video.